Imagine you're 12,000 feet over a war zone. Pre-dawn. The city below is still on fire. Your jet is invisible. Your fuel is running out. And somewhere ahead, an enemy pilot is about to pull the trigger on an aircraft your entire operation depends on. You don't get a second chance here. You either act, or you watch the mission collapse in real time. At 6:35 local time, an Israeli F-35I Adir is mid-strike over Tehran. This isn't just another bombing run. It's a tightly choreographed operation, multiple squadrons, stacked altitude blocks, and precise timing controlled by a combined air operations center. Every aircraft has a lane. Every second is scheduled. And right now, one asset matters more than anything else in the sky. The Hermes 900 ISR drone. It's not fast. It's not armed. But it's feeding real-time targeting data to every jet in the strike package. Lose the drone. And suddenly, hundreds of millions in precision weapons are flying blind. Now the F-35's electro-optical targeting system picks up something unexpected. Low altitude. Fast. Closing. An Iranian Yak-130. Not a frontline fighter, but today, it doesn't need to be. It's carrying our 73 infrared missiles. High off-bore sight. Helmet cued. The pilot doesn't need to aim the jet. He just needs to look, and fire. And 6 miles ahead of him, a slow, defenseless drone that doesn't even know it's being hunted. 3 clocks start ticking inside the F-35 cockpit. 5 minutes until the Yak-130 reaches firing range. 14 minutes of fuel left. 9 minutes before the next strike wave enters this airspace. None of them work in his favor. So the pilot makes the call. He abandons his assigned strike. He dives. Straight into uncontrolled airspace. Straight into danger. Because the Yak isn't the real threat. Somewhere out there, is a MiG-29 Fulcrum. Radar off. Silent. Hunting. Using infrared search and track, no emissions, no warning. Think of it like this. You're in the dark with night vision. You can see anyone holding a torch. But the second you turn yours on, you're exposed. That MiG is waiting for exactly one mistake. Meanwhile, the F-35 pilot is now outside his assigned corridor. Other Israeli jets are in the area. They can't see him on radar. That's the whole point of stealth. One F-35 breaks hard mid-bomb run to avoid a mid-air collision. No coordination. No warning. Just a ghost tearing through someone else's lane at 500 knots. At 13,000 feet, it gets worse. Man-portable air defenses. Heat-seeking missiles from rooftops. No radar. No warning until it's too late. The F-35's distributed aperture system flashes a thermal alert. Possible launch. 2 seconds to decide. Brake, and lose the intercept. Or hold, and gamble your life. He holds. False alarm. This time. Now the geometry tightens. The Yak-130 is seconds from firing. Inside its cockpit, the weapons officer calls range. 7 kilometers. The R-73 Seeker is already tracking the drone's engine heat. One squeeze, and the drone is gone. The F-35 pilot selects his weapon. Not the AIM-120 AMRAAM. Too risky. Radar activation would warn the enemy. Instead, Python 5. An imaging infrared missile. Lock on after launch. No radar signature. Silent. Invisible. Lethal. Behind him, the MiG-29 sees it. A thermal bloom. Hot engines. Descending fast. A stealth jet, that just gave itself away. The Fulcrum pilot turns in. Slow. Patient. Predator mode. The F-35 reaches the only viable intercept angle. High. Behind. Offset. But there's a cost. His engine exhaust is now exposed to the sky behind him. To anything watching. Weapons bay doors open. For 2 seconds, the F-35 isn't stealth anymore. It's a radar beacon. Everything depends on timing. The pilot releases between radar sweeps, slipping through the gaps. The missile drops. Doors slam shut. Stealth returns. The Python 5 ignites. But Tehran is a mess of heat signatures. Fires. Wreckage. Burning fuel. The missile has to pick out 2 engines in a sea of noise. It does. Inside the Yak-130, there's no warning. No radar alert. No missile warning. The crew never sees it. Impact. Direct hit between the engines. The aircraft disintegrates. 2 ejection seats fire. The drone survives, still orbiting, still feeding data, completely unaware it was seconds from destruction. Behind them, the MiG pilot watches the thermal contact vanish. Gone. No explosion tracked. No debris. Just nothing. He never knows what happened. The Israeli pilot doesn't celebrate. No victory lap. No second look. He keys the radio. Target down. Continuing strike. He rolls back into his original mission. Drops a Spice precision-guided bomb. And gets back to work. This wasn't just a dogfight. It was a race against time, fuel, and invisible threats. A moment where one pilot chose to leave his lane, break the plan, and take a risk that could have cost everything. But it didn't. Because in modern air warfare, winning isn't about who fires first. It's about who sees first. Who stays hidden. And who makes the call when the clock runs out.